The Galactic Academy's main computational core hummed with the processing power of 1,000 stars. It was, by all accounts, unhackable, a crystalline matrix of quantum processors that had never been breached in its 3,000-year history. The Valkyrie who designed it considered it their greatest achievement, a testament to their species' computational supremacy. Which is why nobody expected 3 human cadets to accidentally take it over while trying to finish their xenobiology homework. "Marcus, this stupid terminal keeps freezing," complained Jessica Rivera, smacking the holographic interface with characteristic human impatience. Her fellow cadets, Marcus Thompson and David Kowalski, hunched over their own terminals in the Academy's study hall, surrounded by dozens of other species all working in peaceful silence. The assignment was simple: analyze the reproductive cycles of 12 different sapient species and submit a comparative report. For most students, it was a straightforward database query. For humans, apparently, it was an opportunity to break reality. "Just force quit and restart," Marcus suggested, not looking up from his own screen where he'd somehow managed to open 17 different application windows simultaneously, a feat that made a nearby Altarian's secondary eyes twitch in distress. "I tried that. Now it's asking for administrative access to the reproductive database," Jessica groaned. David glanced over, his fingers still dancing across his keyboard at a speed that made the delicate Thylorian at the next table clutch their chest in alarm. "Oh, that happened to me too. Just bypass it through the emergency medical protocol. Here, I'll show you." What David didn't realize was that the emergency medical protocol he discovered wasn't actually an intended feature. It was a logic gap created by the intersection of 17 different safety systems, none of which had ever encountered a species that considered percussive maintenance a legitimate troubleshooting technique. As David's fingers flew across Jessica's terminal, rerouting queries through systems that should never have been connected, the Academy's supercomputer encountered something unprecedented. A request that was simultaneously legal and illegal, authorized and unauthorized, sensible and completely insane. The crystalline matrix paused. In that millisecond of hesitation, an eternity for a quantum system, the human's chaotic approach found purchase. "There," David announced proudly. "Now you should be able to." Every screen in the study hall flickered. The lights dimmed. Somewhere deep in the Academy's core, alarms began to sound. Professor ZYX Theta, a 6-armed Mantodine who prided herself on maintaining order, rushed into the study hall. "What is happening to the computational matrix?" The 3 humans exchanged glances. "We were just doing our homework," Marcus said innocently, minimizing the 43 browser tabs he'd somehow opened in the Academy's core military defense database, while looking for cool pictures of alien reproduction. The professor's compound eyes focused on the humans' terminals, where cascading windows of code were rewriting themselves in real time. "This is impossible. You've accessed the prime directive protocols. How did you?" "Oh, that." Jessica looked at her screen where she'd somehow gained root access to the entire Academy network. "I just wanted to make the font bigger. The default size is really small for human eyes." "Make the font bigger," Professor ZYX Theta repeated faintly. David nodded enthusiastically. "Yeah, and then the system kept asking for permissions, so we just kept clicking yes until it stopped asking." "Is that bad?" Across the galaxy, xenopsychologists would later study this incident extensively. How had 3 young humans, barely able to operate their own devices without causing minor explosions, managed to reprogram a supercomputer that the galaxy's finest minds couldn't even fully understand? The answer, they concluded, lay in humanity's most terrifying trait: their ability to solve problems by aggressively ignoring that they were unsolvable. While other species approached the Academy systems with respect and caution, humans treated them like they treated everything else, as something that probably wasn't as complicated as it looked and would definitely work better if you just hit it a few times and clicked random buttons. Within an hour, the Academy's IT department had managed to regain control of the supercomputer, but not before the humans had somehow installed what they called a dark mode that many students actually preferred, added a translation protocol that converted all technical language to what Jessica called normal people speak, and somehow tripled the system's processing speed by deleting what Marcus referred to as all that useless safety stuff. The 3 cadets received failing grades on their assignment. They'd never actually submitted their xenobiology report. They also received commendations for inadvertently solving 17 long-standing computational inefficiencies. And deep in the Academy's servers, a new warning protocol was installed. If humans are typing, monitor actively. It was, everyone agreed, probably still not enough.